Hey everybody, it's Tim Lee Michael, and it's time to do another video for you guys today on drawing eyes. And we were looking about the idea of drawing the pupil, and we did a video covering how to draw the pupil, but some of you guys might be a little confused about how much of an oval to draw on the pupil when you're trying to draw it in a 3D form, and I figured we'd go ahead and show you a little bit more of a trick here for this. So let's go ahead and start over here basically, and we'll start by drawing a circle. Okay, and with this circle now, let's go ahead and draw our axis lines. Okay, kind of like the Earth. The Earth spins on an axis, which is kind of like this. If you ever looked at a globe, you can see that the axis is kind of tilted, and that's basically what we're looking at here is axis lines. Now, if I wanted to figure out how to draw a circle here, obviously this is a perfect circle, sort of, and I want to draw a perfect circle in here. All I have to do is draw a circle. But now if I turn this shape, if I turn this form and I rotate this around, turning this circle into a sphere, and I want this character to be looking up this way, that means that I have to warp that circle so that way it looks in the right direction. And there's two ways that you can do this. You can either eyeball it, or there might be a little bit of a trick that you might be able to use, and we'll see if we can take a look at that and try and explain that to you in this video. So let me draw another shape here, another circle. Now, obviously super perfect circle, and you can see why then I scrape out my circles, because what I do is as I scrape them out, I find that line that just seems to fit and I darken it slightly, and as I continue to go around, I'll darken it even more until it seems to become kind of a decent looking circle. Now let's go ahead and turn it into a sphere. Once again, let's go ahead and take this shape down, and we're going to have the eyeball look down. Now, one of the tricks that you can do that may help you out is to remember that as you're drawing this circle, you need an equal size on each one of these triangles. Now, it's not going to be perfect because depending on how big this circle is, then you're taking perspective into account, and that's really important because sometimes you need to think that something that's further away from you may be deformed, and that's one of the reasons why we're making this oval in the first place. But if we can try and make some of these quadrants here pretty close to the same size as much as possible, and then you can put your dot, your iris, your pupil. I think iris and pupil, get those confused all the time, on there in the right direction so that you can definitely make sure that it's looking the right way. Okay, now another trick that you will learn a little bit more about in perspective if I ever get there, because perspective is hard, is the idea of using a square. Okay, now if you're drawing with a pencil, that's certainly helpful. It depends on how you handle that. If you like drawing with a pencil, I'm partial to a pen myself because I draw and shade, and I end up shading out my original sketch lines. But let's do this. Let's go ahead and once again draw the eyeball, maybe looking up at the other eyeball here. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and we'll have it look back up towards the other eyeball. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw a square right here. Okay, and I'm going to try and make that square fit as close to this as possible. Once again, trying to get those quadrants as equal as possible on each side and have it look like it's supposed to fit there. And then what I do is on the outside of each quadrant on the outsides of this, then I'll begin to draw an arc from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. And then I can put my dot right there, and there you go. That's another way to do it. Now, obviously, there's a lot of information to put into an eyeball. You'll learn how to do this better over time. I mean, if I want to draw an eye now, I don't have to draw all the quadrants and things. If I want the eye looking this way, I learned how to draw the eyeball and learn how to draw the iris inset into it, and I can talk about that some more in future videos. But I mean, you learn how to do this over time, and as you get better at this and you practice more, you'll learn what looks natural and what doesn't look natural. And we'll cover that more as we continue to do more details. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below. If you did enjoy this tutorial, if you enjoyed this guide, hit that like button and let me know. And I'm really looking forward to giving you guys as much information as I can to get you into the world of art, graphic design, illustration, caricature, doesn't matter what it is. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope that you have enjoyed it. My name is Tim Lee Michael, and don't forget that I have a Patreon that you can check out, patreon.com/Tim Lee Michael. You can find me on Facebook at Tim Lee Michael on Facebook, and of course, same on Instagram, Tim_Lee_Michael on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.